Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to another Get Ready With Me. Today we are going to be talking all about my dating life with Mr. Virtual. If you guys are new here, he is someone that I met on eHarmony, and we have been dating for the past month and a half, almost 2 months. And he is someone that I personally did not feel a spark / butterflies with immediately. I still have not felt those butterflies, and we'll get into that in this video. But he is someone that I definitely was like, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. And I had a lot of questions. So I specifically wanted to do a video on this topic because of just my story and like what I would have missed out on if I was continuing to look, or if I stopped dating him because I didn't feel that spark. So this video is basically about a Get Ready With Me, talking all about dating when you don't feel that spark immediately. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and keep watching, and let's go ahead and get into this Get Ready With Me. Okay, so I do want to say first off, this video is sponsored by Reframing, and I am currently wearing the product right now, which I absolutely love. This is the all day, everyday scoop neck mid-thigh bodysuit, and what this does is it has adjustable straps for extra lift and comfort. It has 360-degree tummy control and support, and it has seamless fabric, which creates a smooth silhouette. I am currently wearing a 4X. Based on my measurements and everything on the size chart, I feel like I probably could go to a 3X, but I would still want to stay with this 4X. This 4X, according to their size chart, is a 24, and I think it's pretty good. It feels good, and I'll show y'all an outfit with this bodysuit at the end of this video. Let's go ahead and get ready and put our makeup on first. I'm just prepping my skin and moisturizing it, and I am looking for a really simple makeup look. I have really been wanting to simplify my makeup routine in general, especially for the summer. So this Get Ready With Me, we are going to focus on using 2 shadows, okay? I am sticking to that. I keep telling myself, Jill, do not do more than 2 shadows. We're only doing 2 shadows, okay? That's it. So that's what we're gonna do. So in dating, I am dating now way differently than I ever have in my past. So in dating this go round, honestly, it has been a little challenging because of the fact that I'm so used to feeling those butterflies and being like, okay, this means I like this person. This means that I need to go ahead and continue to pursue this person. This means that, you know, we're compatible and we're meant to be. Not necessarily the case. As a matter of fact, from my experience, that is so far from being the case. And if I feel butterflies, I probably need to run so far away from that person, because I have heard people say that butterflies is actually your body's response to like warn you. It's like a signal going off. Now, butterflies and excitement are not the same thing, and I can tell you because based on experience, they're not the same thing. When I met my ex-husband, oh my gosh, I could not get enough of him. When I met the guy that I dated after, like through my separation and after my divorce and stuff, I literally wanted to be with him like every single day. Like I could not get enough of him. I wanted to hear from him every single day. If I didn't hear from him, I was so sad and upset. And if I did hear from him, I was like on freaking cloud 9. It was like the best day ever. Like it was very much so a roller coaster ride that I wanted off of. Okay, but I didn't know how. And I was so freaking sexually attracted to this person that I was not looking at all of the things that I really want / need in a man, which is, do our values align? Are you gonna be, you know, because when I'm dating, I have 2 kids, so that means that I'm also dating for my kids too. I'm not just dating for myself, I'm dating for my kids. So the man that I was dating, that I was literally infatuated with, he would not have been great for my kids. It was just no. But I was so freaking infatuated with this man. It was absolutely insane because of how he freaking looked. Not because of how he treated me, not because of any of that, but because of how he freaking looked and those damn butterflies, how he made me feel. And it really wasn't him per se that I was really, I guess, into. It was the idea of what we could be, but he was never going to be that person for me. So when I started dating this year, I went into it, and even, you know, last year when I started dating last year, and I had a couple of dates last year that was just, and so I was just like, I'm gonna kind of take a little bit of break, and then I took a pretty extended break, and then I'm back to dating again. And honestly, I've only been on a date with one person, and I really freaking like him, but that was not necessarily the case from the very beginning. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about, like the compatibility, or what I guess in just dating him. And I do want to say we've only been dating, it hasn't even been 2 months yet, so it is very, 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 very fresh. But I want to tell you the different approaches that I'm taking with him versus how I would take them previously, and what I'm most comfortable with, and I guess what I'm most familiar with, okay? So in dating him, at first off, his name is Mr. Virtual because his first, like our first, I think it was like 5 or 6 dates, we did virtually. And I was like, what the hell? And of course, you hear people say, if the man's not doing this, he's just not that into you. If he's not taking you out, he's not that into you. If he's not doing this, you shouldn't even give him the time of day. First of all, I want to say, do not listen to people on the internet giving advice. Just don't do it. If anything, go to a trusted, someone you trust. I personally am going to therapy, and I specifically sought out therapy this year because I was like, I'm ready to date, and I know that I do not want to make the mistakes that I have before in the past. So I told myself in that we are going to go get therapy to help with dating. And I'm so glad that I have a therapist that I trust, that I can talk to, because she is picking up on my self-sabotaging habits, because this person is actually an emotionally stable, financially stable, kind-hearted, our morals and values align. He is so different than anyone I have ever dated before in my whole entire life, that it's what I've been praying for, but it's also been so, I guess, uncomfortable for me because I'm so used to those butterflies. I'm so used to that instant physical connection and chemistry that when I don't get it, I run. But because I'm in therapy, you know, I go over like these things with my therapist, and I'm like, okay, he's checking off these boxes, but then there's also this. I don't feel that chemistry. There's a connection. We can talk for literally hours, and when we do, the time literally flies. Like, it goes by so freaking fast. But on the flip side of that, I'm like, he wants all these damn virtual dates, like, what the hell? And then I'm like, I feel like I'm friend zoned, I feel this, and she'd be like, listen, Jill, if this man did not like you, he would not continue to ask you out. He would not be doing this. He would not be sharing, like, I don't share with her what he shares with me, but I'm just like, you know, he was like really vulnerable with me, or, you know, he shared something that was like, wow, like, you know, I can't believe he shared it with me, and like just being really vulnerable, and me doing the same, like being really vulnerable with him. And she's just like, he would not be vulnerable with you like that if he didn't like you. This is a lot slower than I've ever moved before, and it is a little foreign for me. So I am personally getting the help of a professional who can like knock some sense into me and just remind me of what it is that I'm looking for. Like, what are you looking for? She said something, you know, a lot of times when we get those butterflies, that's basically a man that we want, a man that we find sexually attractive, a man that we're like, oh my gosh, butterflies, chemistry, feeling amazing. I don't want this feeling to ever go away. And in my experience, every single experience every single man that has ever happened with, he has been toxic. And the relationship was so freaking toxic, like it was just not good. So again, I'm trying to avoid that. So it's just weird to not feel those butterflies, and she had to remind me of what I want versus what I need. So not that I'm saying that I didn't want Mr. Virtual. Obviously, yes, I did. Like, I wanted those values, those morals, that connection that we have, but also that chemistry, that physical chemistry I felt was not there like it normally is. Does not mean I find him very attractive. He's very handsome, but just certain things I wasn't feeling those butterflies, and I'm like, what is going on? There is something wrong with me. There's something wrong with this relationship. There's something, like, this is just not it. And I had to remind myself that that's not necessarily the case. And it really hasn't been, because guess what? Like, it has been nothing short of freaking amazing. I have gone on 5 or 6 dates with him now. I'm going to go into this. Like I said, two eyeshadows. So this is the only shadow that I'm putting on, and I'm going to do that in my lid and in my crease. Let's see if we can do this. So anyways, but yeah, he's also meeting my kids tomorrow. So we are there. We are exclusive. I don't know, like, the whole, like, boyfriend girlfriend thing. Apparently exclusivity is not the same as boyfriend and girlfriend, but whatever. I got a man, y'all. That's what I'm gonna say. And if I did not have the help of my therapist, and also just the sense, this is a little darker than I want to do, but that's okay. It's okay. The sense of reminders of what it is that I'm looking for versus going based off of feelings, then I might not be here with him, and I might have walked away. And as a matter of fact, a lot of things I would say to my therapist about just like how I felt in certain things, like I'm not feeling this and this isn't happening and da 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 da. She literally told me, take a second. Why are you finding a reason to run? Why are you finding a reason to run from this man? And I looked at her and I was like, that's what I'm doing? And she said, absolutely, stop it. I told myself that the physical connection can grow once you get to know a man. Spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, those feelings are going to grow. That attraction is going to grow, and it 100% has. And I'm telling y'all, like, he's meeting my kids tomorrow, and listen to where we're going. He was like, I was thinking, he was like, how about we go to Carowinds? And I was like, wait, are you for real? Y'all listen to what this man's doing for me and my kids. Because you can't leave them out, because I'm literally going to start crying. Jill, don't you dare. Don't you dare. He's taking us to Carowinds, which has the water park, and it also has the amusement park part of it, you know. They're setting off fireworks. They have a fireworks show, which he said is like apparently like set to music and stuff. And he said that he's getting a cabana. And he said that he is going to go ahead and get the all you can eat, like all day food and drink pass. Y'all, I went to price it out just to see. $600. Okay. I mean, to some that might not be a lot, but this single mama, I mean, I spent money on cruises and stuff, but ain't no way. I would do things totally different, but he's like, I was literally just like, are you freaking for real? Like, and then he was like, so ask your kids, see what they think, and if it's a go, then we'll plan it. And I'm like, I can already tell you right now, 100%, they want to go. Like, are you freaking kidding me? They love Carowinds, and this single mama has not necessarily been able to just take them to Carowinds like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's like the first. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm so glad that I listened and kept reminding myself what I was looking for. So had I not, and had I, you know, like my therapist was saying, like, not continued to, like, just trust myself, trust my intuition, but also on top of that, stop trying to find a way to get out of this, because there are no red flags. And she kept reminding me, like, this is uncomfortable for you because you are not used to this, but this is what you need. This is what you have been praying for. On top of that, he and I were like joking about like Hallmark and like how much I love Hallmark and like Christmas time and glitter and like all the Christmas stuff. And he was talking about like how Hallmark gets like ridiculous with how much they do their, how many movies come out and all this kind of stuff during Christmas. And I was like, you know, they actually have like Christmas in July too. So this past weekend, we're supposed to go to this place called Puttery here in Charlotte. And we got to the place and we realized that you needed reservations. And we're like, oh crap. So we're like trying to find something to do, right? And we're like Googling and I'm like, oh, there's this little lounge and it looks really cool. And they have all these events. And I'm like, oh, but they don't have anything for tonight. So as I was pulling up the stuff for this lounge, I realized that they had a freaking Christmas in July gala. And I was like, so yeah, we are going to a Christmas in July gala where we have to get dressed up. He literally like told me, he was like, I have to buy a suit. And I'm like, we don't have to go. And he's like, no, we're going. I was like, okay. I think it's going to be a lot of freaking fun. And then I also was like, ooh, they also have a Latin night. Like, I feel like that would be really fun because they teach you how to do these Latin dances. I've always wanted to dance with a partner. So he was like, let's go. So he literally got the tickets for both yesterday when I mentioned it. This is the kind of man I'm dating. This is exactly what I wanted. Let me tell you, when I met my ex, we went on a date. We went to see Saw. I didn't want to go see Saw. But he really didn't want to go see the movie, whatever movie it was that I wanted to see. He was like, I really don't want to see that. Why don't we see Saw? And I was like, okay. So we ended up not seeing the movie I wanted to see. He did ask me like, do you want any snacks or anything? And I told him no, just because I felt like he couldn't afford it. And I also was like a major people pleaser back then and didn't have any standards. So yeah, we didn't go out to dinner. We didn't do any of that. This man that I'm dating now, Mr. Virtual, he has wined and dined me and is like, I mean, again, he's literally taking me and my kids for the first meeting. And then he's also like, you know, if this goes well, you know, we can like maybe start doing activities that we can, you know, start involving your kids, because I hate always having to leave them out of stuff. Like, you know, we could go bowling or we could go to Dave and Buster's. And I'm just like, you including my kids? Like, y'all, I'm freaking telling you. First of all, if you're watching this video and you are like, there is no hope, I just need you to do yourself one favor. And that is this. Stop telling yourself that there are no good men out there. Because no matter where this relationship with Mr. Virtual goes, if he's the one, if he's not the one, if he's the person that's supposed to be in my life for a season or a reason, aka to like give me hope that there are good men out there, or if he is the one, you know, because I want to get married again. I 100% want to get married again. And all of the things. I want all of it. But I also want the romance. I want the dating. I want someone who's emotionally available. I want someone who is financially stable and stability. And I want someone who's going to be a man of his word. And I want someone who is, you know, dependable. And if he says he's going to do something, you already know he's going to do it. And just this kind-hearted man that I almost gave up on because I didn't feel freaking butterflies. I didn't feel what I usually feel. I didn't feel it didn't go how it normally goes. Like, it wasn't comfortable for me. It's not what I'm used to. He was going a little too slow, and this person on TikTok is saying these people aren't doing this, or if he's not doing this and he's not taking you out on the first date and he wants to just do coffee, or he's not the kind of man. Don't listen to that. Seriously, please, if you do anything, do not take advice from people that are spewing out information on the internet where really they're just looking for views. And I'm not saying that there's not actual people who are on TikTok and YouTube that are real legit dating experts or dating coaches that are truly wanting to spread positivity and love. And really, you know, obviously we're all on here for views and we all want the numbers and all this kind of stuff. But some people literally are just putting out that stuff so that people can interact and get views and all this kind of stuff. Do not take advice from them. Take advice from people who are, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, listen to remember what it is that you're looking for, that you want in a man. Butterflies, I'm just gonna tell you, because based on my personal experience, if you feel them, freaking run. Because what I feel now when I think of Mr. Virtual, and when I think about hanging out with him, is nothing but like pure joy and excitement. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to hear from him. I'm excited when he texts me. But I have yet to still feel a single butterfly. But I'm telling you right here and now, my camera keeps going in and out of focus, but I'm telling you right here and now, I would prefer to feel this joy and excitement and not get that instant gratification, because I had to wait for this excitement to come. You know, I'm gonna be honest, the first couple of dates I was just like, whatever. I just wore whatever. I think the first couple of dates I didn't even have nails. Like I didn't have my nails done. I was just like, it is what it is. I wasn't excited about it. I really was just like, whatever. Because I did not feel the butterflies. I didn't feel that instant sexual connection or that instant sexual attraction when I looked at his pictures. I'm like, okay, he's handsome, but I don't know, he's really just not my type. And I would have missed out on getting to know an amazing man. I will say this, again, it's still very early, but not a single ounce of an indication of a red flag, of a I can't trust this person. He feels very safe to me. As a matter of fact, he came and got me and picked me up, and I rode with him for the first time this past Saturday, and I felt very safe in the car with him, and I don't feel safe with most people like that. Yeah, I hope that this video inspires you. I hope that my story inspires you. And I want you, if you're doing anything, like when it comes to dating, if you're sitting there saying that there are no good men out there, stop saying that, because I truly believe that your words have power. And so do your thoughts. Because what you think, you most likely are going to start saying. So you really need to watch what you're thinking and what you're saying when it comes to dating. And I had stopped telling myself that I don't like dating, there's no good men out there, all this kind of stuff. And again, I'm not saying that this man is the one, but, and if he ends up being the one, guess what? He was the first person I dated this year. First freaking person, and I almost gave up on him because I didn't feel that sexual connection and that attraction to him almost immediately. One day I was having such a bad day and I was like, I just need to talk. And so we talked and I told him what was wrong, and he was so empathetic, and the way that he just listened to me, y'all, I'm telling you, the whole physical attraction thing, it can be such BS. Do you need to be attracted to someone? Absolutely. But trust me when I say that physical/sexual attraction can grow once you get to know a person on the inside. This man has been nothing but kind and amazing and helpful. Like, he's supportive of my job. I asked him, I said, do you mind if I vlog tomorrow while we're at Carowinds? And he said, absolutely not. If you need any help with me filming, I'll help. And I'm like, oh, I wanted someone who is supportive of my job. Like, I'm literally gonna start crying. My ex-husband was never supportive of my job. He told me that I was never gonna make it. He told me that he didn't want to be in videos, get the camera away from me, which I get it. If you're not into YouTube, social media, all this kind of stuff, it's not your thing, like I get it. But you gotta at least support me because I freaking love what I do. And I'm not gonna freaking cry. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get dressed. Just know that your man is out there, and it is so important that you just be patient and wait, because the amount of time, the small amount of time that I have spent with this man getting to know him has been so wonderful, and I really like him. I really, really, really do. And if I would have continued to try to rely on those butterflies and my old way of dating and what I correlated men liking me with, which is toxic men, I would have let a really good man slip by. And I'm so freaking glad that I didn't. So I hope that this video gave you some inspiration. Let's go get dressed and let's show you a little bit more of this bodysuit. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna go real simple and just wear these T-strap little sandals and these jeans that I got from Torrid that I actually have not been able to wear. So your girl's lost some weight and I'm able to. This bodysuit would actually be really good with a skirt, and that's what I wanted to do with it, but I don't have any skirts. So I would have loved to have worn this with a skirt. And a big reason why too that it's perfect with a skirt is because it has the legs, and you already know, girl, chub rub. But we're gonna go with these jeans because, first of all, like I said, I haven't been able to get into them, and now that I've got some shapewear on and I'm kind of like sucked in, they fit even better. Look how good they look. Yes, girl, yes. Oh, you can see the whatchamacallit, so I'm just gonna hike that short up a little bit. No biggie. These look great, and not only does it look great, but I feel super, super, super comfortable and confident, and I feel like myself. So here is the full outfit, very summer appropriate. I don't feel too overly hot or too overly constricted, which is very, very, very important for me, especially in the summertime. And I feel comfortable, I feel confident, I feel like myself, and yeah. 100%. Y'all know I'm gonna put that in there, leave that in there, but I almost fell. 100% recommend this bodysuit with the legs, and they're perfect for shorts if you're gonna wear it with longer shorts that aren't distressed. I don't have any that are not distressed, or I would have paired it with that. Great with skirts or with your jeans. So this is my outfits. I'm gonna fall again. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it inspires you in your dating life or whatnot. If you're future dating, looking to date, wanting to date, scared to date, I hope that this video has helped you in looking past looking just for that spark and really looking at the person on the inside and what they are, who they are as a person, and not giving up on those good people just because you don't feel that chemistry or that spark or that physical sexual connection or attraction to them right off the bat. I do know that that physical connection can grow with the right person. So I hope that this video was entertaining for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe learned something. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Comment down below and let me know, have you had any fun dating experiences? By the way, I met this man on a dating app. So again, don't knock the dating app. Yeah, there's a lot of trash that you have to go through, and they can be a little frustrating. If you guys want to keep updated on my dating life and see all the fun things that we do and that we're going to do and all that kind of stuff, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel, but also make sure that you watch my weekly vlogs, which I upload every single Sunday at 1 p.m. So thank you guys for watching. Again, huge thank you to Shaper Mint for sponsoring today's video. Link for this amazing bodysuit is going to be in the description box, and also everything that you need to know, everything that I use on my face that I can link and all that stuff is also going to be there. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.